Hi everyone, Comic Book Reviewer here, this time doing another video, and this one is on the point of Chloe's downfall in Miraculous Ladybug Season 3. Now, I know one YouTuber talked about the problem with Chloe and his discussion on the Miraculous Season 4 that's going to be released soon, as well as pointing out about what Thomas Astruck has screwed up on. Now, I know the YouTuber Smarty Pants tries to make a point, and I know a lot of YouTubers try to sort of, make their own points about it, but I think what Thomas Astruck was trying to go for, which I think a lot of a part of myself agrees on, is Chloe's downfall was meant to happen. Because throughout Season 2, we saw how Chloe did change. We saw how she was willing to make the effort. We saw how she was willing to become a better person. And I think the point of the Be Miraculous was meant to kind of show how Chloe felt like she was being important. Felt like she was finally getting the recommendation she deserved. And even when getting a kind of party as a thanks for saving Paris from Maledictator, this may have felt like Chloe had some importance. Finally had the recommendation she deserved. And I know from Season 3 and onwards was kind of meant to have Marinette a bit more hesitant about giving Chloe the Be Miraculous. Now, I do have a bit of a theory this could have been done by Marinette intentionally after the events of Heroes Day, meaning that Hawkmoth has gotten a bit more stronger and it has been getting a bit dangerous now. So, obviously Marinette knows the potential consequences of what can happen. And you can tell Chloe still wants to be respected and approved of. And still wants to sort of see herself as this big golden idol. She wants to fight beside her hero, Ladybug. And what's interesting is, in the episode Miraculous, when when Ladybug basically tells her that it's too dangerous now, you can tell Chloe feels hurt, and you can tell Chloe wants to believe that eventually Ladybug will come for her again, and you can tell that she wants to believe she's the center of the team, that she has the recommendation she wanted. And even when Sabrina says, "I guess you don't want to play with me anymore," after turning into Miraculous, she says she still does, but she does say that, you can be Ladybug in that and keep the costume, and even rips up the picture, showing that she feels hurt and betrayed by Ladybug, even though she's doing this for her own good for Chloe. And you can kind of tell Chloe wants to believe that Ladybug will come and give her Miraculous. You can tell she's quick to believe that she'll get the recommendation she always wanted. And it's even suggested and implied in Stormy Weather 2 that the reason why Chloe was calling everyone out, like Nino, Alia, and even Amol, is so she can purposely akumatize them just for Ladybug to come and give her Miraculous. Showing that she's just using them as props just so she can get the respect she wants. And when she does akumatize them on, she's quick to kind of use the B signal, thinking that Ladybug's going to come for her, even though she's not. I think the thing is, I've seen it before where people tend to, get people angry just for a sort of reaction, or try to kind of justify themselves as more important. And you can kind of tell that, not only did Chloe's actions arguably create Stormy Weather's powers tenfold, but almost put the world in danger, showing how Chloe is willing to kind of akumatize someone just to become Queen Bee. And even in the two-part final of Season 3, you can tell Hawkmoth is quick to kind of use Chloe as his weapon. You can tell he's quick to kind of believe that since Ladybug threw her away, despite her good intentions. You can tell Chloe is still meant to kind of believe she's important to the team, even though Marinette was trying to do the right thing. And even when being confronted by Hawkmoth and telling him to, work for him, as well as having the powers she could have, you can tell Chloe now realizes in her own way that she'll never be Queen Bee as long as Ladybug still has the Miraculous. And when she has it and gets akumatized, you can tell she's willing to cross a line, showing that she's not coming back from it. And even when kind of being called out by Marinette and taking the Beam Miraculous from her, you can kind of tell Chloe does feel responsible and probably realizes that she's made a mistake, but decides to say that she's not a fan of hers and leaves off, leaving Marinette to feel responsible. Now, I think what Thomas Astrup was trying to do, which I think a lot of fans can admit, is that, well, Chloe's redemption story was meant to happen. Season 3 was meant to show the after effects of it. It's meant to show how Chloe is willing to cross a line just so she can get respect and feel important, because her parents are meant to be a bit neglectful. You kind of feel like Chloe is hated at school. You kind of feel like Chloe wanted to make the effort. But sometimes when people do change, they usually revert back to their old ways, regardless of their actions. And this does remind me a bit of Simon in Infinity Train, Book 3, as he could have been redeemed, but chose to take the quick and easy routes. So let me know what you think. Comic Reviewer here, signing out.